Good afternoon, everyone. Nyia Harris here for Power 104.7, your home for hip hop and R&B. Of course, it's my show, Nyia Open Book with Nyia Harris, and I'm here with my guest, who I'll get to in just a moment. But I have to read you a quick message here. So, through the Center of Broadcast Journalism, Power 104.7 is training the next generation of journalists and changing who gets to tell the stories. We deliver hands-on, intensive training with award-winning professionals, then put our students straight to work in the real newsroom right here at Power 104.7. This mission matters now more than ever, and we need your support. Help us diversify newsrooms across the state with a tax-deductible donation to the Center of Broadcast Journalism. No gift is too small, and every dollar makes an impact. Donate now at the Center for Broadcast Journalism.org. All right. Well, good afternoon again, everybody. Nyia Harris here for Open Book with Nyia Harris. I have my guest in studio with me today, Esteban Castillo of Calores. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
You can tell me if it's wrong. I've been practicing before we got on air here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
I have to share with our listeners that Esteban is my neighbor to the left here of the studio. So you had a very short commute. I think it took you 30 seconds to walk here.
About 6 steps.
It wasn't long. It wasn't long at all. Well, how was your weekend? I usually say we like to talk pop culture and world events. We haven't talked about pop culture and world events in a long time. There's a lot of negative news happening. And if you know me well, you know I want to stay in positive territory. And so I like to talk weekends and fun and light, happy stuff. Esteban, how was your weekend?
It was great. I got to be home with my mom and my brothers. I was just painting, really just hanging out with them. Not a so light note. My glasses broke, but it's just I get them. Actually, they arrived today, this morning. So I'm waiting until I get home, and I'm gonna be able to have.
You'll be able to see. Yeah. You'll be able to see. Okay.
I'll have my vision back.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Okay.
Beyond that, it's been fun. I mean, listen, I can still paint without glasses. I like to just throw color up on the wall, anyways. So.
Very cool. You have to see the Calores space. It's very cool. I remember when I first met you. When I first met you with Simon. Shout out to Simon Troutman. You were like, yeah, coming in, draw on the wall. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little tradition we got. Every one of our guests that comes into our office, they sign a little quote on the wall, or they'll put their little drawings up. A lot of friends have just like cool characters that they make and stuff like that they put up, or their businesses and things like that. So
it's
always just like keep a little note for somebody else to read when they come by. They come hang out.
I love it. Anything fun? Any fun plans for, I guess, the upcoming weekend, long MLK weekend? That seems like forever, or a while from now, but it's really not. It's like a week from now, right?
Counting down the days. Really, this weekend,
no big plan.
No, I just take a nice nap.
Yep, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Heal, you know what I mean? Take some time for yourself.
Yes. Are you protecting your peace right now?
Always.
Okay.
That's the number one goal.
Okay. You seem like a super chill person, Esteban. So, yes.
Thank you. Yeah,
good vibes, good energy from this man here. Yes.
Much love.
Let's see. Over my weekend, what did I do? Not a whole lot. I went to a dance competition.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What?
So high school. So I've got a middle schooler and a high schooler, and the middle schooler is actually on the high school dance team.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's fun watching her. But the performance is only like 2 minutes long, and then you sit there and watch a bunch of other performances from a bunch of other schools, and I always just kind of check out because it's not her, so I'm not really that interested. And it all looks the same. So I'm there to support. I'm being a good mom, but it's really long.
Right. Bring a book with you whenever she's not on stage. She's up there. You just
you're
locked in. Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much the size of it. So so that's what I did. And speaking of nap, I got a very nice nap in yesterday.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
It was glorious.
Nice.
Glorious.
That's the perfect day to do it.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recollect your thoughts.
Curl up like a cat.
Yep.
There you go. Speaking of a cat, you have any pets?
Yeah, no. I have a dog. My little brother's got a dog.
Okay.
So we have one at the house, and then we have 2 cats.
Okay. Are you a cat person or a dog person? This determines if I like you or not afterwards.
Oh, no. Pressure. Whoa. That's big pressure. I would say that I'm actually like, growing up, I've always had both. I think that like I'm a nice middle. Like I really do. Like I love attention that the dog brings. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like really is man's best friend. Like, he's always just wants to be around you. So his name is Oso at that. Yeah.
Oso?
Yeah. He's our little bear. Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, he's always just like happy to be around, just wants to kick it, have fun. So I love that. But I also like to just like be in my own room sometimes and cuddle up with the cat. Like we're just like isolated. You know what I mean? We like to just like sometimes we'll find like a little sun ray that's hitting the ground and we'll just like lay down and that's it.
Isn't that the best? Oh my God.
Nothing beats it. That's like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Well, you got to tell me the cat's names now too.
The cat's name is Miso.
Miso?
Yep.
Cute.
And then the other one is my brother's girlfriend's cat. So I actually don't remember her name.
Okay.
I think it's like Violet or something like that. I
could
be butchering it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. So we got Violet potentially. Miso
for sure.
And Oso. Yep. I love it. I love it. Well, animals are so fun and they bring so much peace, right? Just comfort and they're cuddly and whatnot. Okay, so I like that answer because you gave a middle answer and you also are a middle child. Kind of, sort of. We'll get into that a little bit more. Yes. Well, you talked about your brothers. So full house at home?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment?
Not at the moment. Okay. No, just one at the house.
Just one at the house? Okay. All right. We were talking a little bit before we got started here. You're a young one. Like my last few guests, if you've noticed a trend, everyone's kind of been in their 20s. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. Yep. What did you say? Gen X? Gen Z. Sorry. I'm showing my age because I said that. Okay, Gen Z. Gen Z's bringing it, right?
Yeah, we're here. We're here to stay. We've been moving. We're moving and grooving. I mean, like, I don't know. I just love the like all the stuff that we've been doing across the world. You know what I mean? Like Gen Z took over Nepal. Like there's so many. Shout out to Gen Z. We're holding it down.
Okay. And what years encompass this? Again, I'm showing my age, but what years encompass Gen Z? Do you know?
I think the first year is 97, 98 or something like that. Okay. And then up until like, I want to say 2012. That might even be too far. Okay. In that range.
Okay, so both my kids would be that then too.
Oh, for sure.
They were born in 2010 and 2012.
Yeah,
so.
The oldest is in high school, right?
Yes, yeah.
For sure, Gen Z. Yeah,
okay. Okay. We were talking also before about just kind of like your stomping grounds and all of that. Like you're a St. Paul native.
Born and raised, baby. Shout out St. Paul. Love it peasy.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you cross the river?
I do, actually.
You do?
Yeah. A lot more.
Why do I ask that question, Esteban? Because a lot of people don't, right? That's like a real thing. People don't get it. Like, it's like, no.
Oh, I mean, listen, especially if you like, growing up, I was on the east side a little bit. Grew up on the west side a little bit here, too. So it's like, you've got everything you need. What do I need to be in Minneapolis for? You know, it's just like, I got my community right here. Yeah. I've got all my stores. What do I need to really like, unless we're going to like venues or things like that, you know, Minneapolis really does have that like entertainment side of things.
For sure.
For everyday living, you know, most people just go to work and go home anyways.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the, you know what I mean? We're losing our third spaces here. So yeah. I see why they don't cross. But for me, like, fortunately enough, like, a lot of my teammates and members are always, like, I think I'm the only one from St. Paul now at this point. So, like, it's just even, like, starting off when we was, like, in the bulk of it, when there was probably, like, 8 or 9 of us, we were, like, there's still maybe, like, 3 of us holding it down for St. Paul. Yeah. Everybody else is over on the other side, Minneapolis, so.
Well, then your friends force you then to cross over, so you can go visit them and all of that. Yeah, yeah. We are going to take a quick music break. You going to stick with me?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. You've been listening to Power 104.7, your home for hip-hop and R&B. We're going to take a quick music break. We'll be back in just a bit. All right, we are back in studio with me again. My guest is Esteban Castillo of Colores. I want to talk a little bit more, Esteban, about Colores. What is it? You have some great stuff sitting here, and if you change clothes, you change shirts.
Yeah, wardrobe change real quick.
Yes, through the magic of editing. Yes, yes. Talk about it. What is Colores?
Yeah, colores. So for us, it's I mean, overall, the company is an experiential arts company. So we like to just create unique experiences for companies, for artists, for people that are having gatherings and things along those lines. Be able to just bring community together in a unique way, right? And so the way that we do that is through our product here, the wearable coloring book. So we've created an interactive clothing line. It's something that everything is black and white, right? Actually, yeah, we can show the people here.
Yes,
Boom.
absolutely. I'm gonna show this
Everything
one.
comes as outlines, and you get a pack of fabric markers with it. So yeah, see, now he's got the
Yes.
dinosaur tee going on. Yep, I
Yes.
got the Gundam tee. Got our, gotta love them. Yeah, Dinos is my favorite one. I love that one so
I can
much.
just see a little kid just going crazy and having so much fun with
Yeah,
this.
so
Yes,
much.
but adults too.
Right,
Too.
something you can play with. But yeah, so like I was saying,
Yeah.
it's just something that you get to color in yourself. Everything comes with a pack of fabric markers. You get to bring this artwork to life yourself. You get to be that inner child, right, and just kind of have something fun to play with. I like to just say, when's the last time people colored? It's really just like getting that child out of you.
Yeah. It's such a I want to say simple concept, but not in like a negative way, right?
No,
it's
no,
like
not
it's
at all.
like
I like it. Yeah, no.
you said, when's the last time you just kind of were like a child and just, because you can get lost in coloring, if you've ever sat through like workshops or facilitations or whatnot, sometimes they'll have like notepad paper and markers or whatnot, just so you can doodle, because there's some science behind that
Yeah.
like if you doodle while you're listening, like you retain it better.
Exactly. No, most definitely. As a kid, that was me. I was always that kid that was just like coloring in class, while the teacher's talking. I'm gonna sit here and doodle my little things. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Or
Yeah.
when we're taking tests, like it's cool, but let me just do my little doodle over
Yes,
here.
yes. Let me
So-
decorate the border for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So for me, this was this is kind of how I wanted to like tap into my inner child, and like if I was a kid again, you know what I mean? This is how I would have learned. If like, let's say we're in science class and there's a cell wall here, right?
Yeah.
And we're just like learning about these different things. I get to color and interact with it as we're breaking down the mitochondria and things like, you know what I mean?
My
Like,
gosh,
so
Esteban,
how
what
do
a great
we,
idea.
yeah, how do we interact and like play with and like really like mold with this like idea of learning?
Yeah.
We get talked at too much, and I
Yes.
think that like that's not going anywhere. We're not
Right.
retaining that information. Kids, we need to engage with things. We need to play with it a little bit.
I love that idea. Have you reached out to schools about bringing that into the classroom? I mean, think
Yeah.
about the periodic table and stuff like that. You know what I mean? What you just
Exactly, yeah.
described. If you were able to do that and like as you're learning about it, you're coloring. What a wonderful idea. Did you just think of that right now, or you've been thinking about that?
Yeah.
You
No,
definitely need to market
I think
that.
it's called like it's Dale's cone of learning or something like that.
Okay.
It's like the idea that you like learn 20% through hearing, 50% through touch or things like that, or
Okay.
like 10% through sight, or it's something along those lines, right? And like for me, it's like why does everything need to be broken down? It also just doesn't make sense, because like if I mix my hearing and writing and you know what I mean, now I'm at 150% of my understanding, you know what I mean? Just none of the like understanding really made sense to me, the science behind it. So like I just knew that as a kid I was that person that just needed something to play with. Like that's how I learned. It was breaking it, taking it apart, put it back together, you know what I mean, having fun with it. So
You need a fidget, huh?
yeah, no, I do.
No, I'm gonna noodle on that a little bit, because that's what a wonderful. Not every kid learns the same way, right? And so if this is if this was an option, and and then it's practical, that it's something you can wear afterwards, and just I don't know. I really am in love with that idea. I think it's because I have school age kids too, and so I'm always kind of thinking of ways they don't learn. They're from the same mom, and they still don't, like they don't learn the same way, So, yes, well, that's great. I love this one because it's like toddler size, like and the dinosaurs. We're both in love with the dinosaurs. What a great! And I was talking to you before about how like you're always like no, no, little Johnny, you can't color on the wall, or don't color on your clothes, and it's like you're giving permission to color on this, right?
It's like creativity's hindered everywhere else we go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just kind of want to, like, as a kid you're coloring on the wall, but it's not like because you want to ruin the wall. It's just like I have this itch, I need to like put something out here, make this color, this looks plain to
I'm making it look pretty, or
right, or just like I just want to put this up. I don't know, to me art has always been like that. For me is like it's like something I have to do. You know what I mean? Like I just like I don't know, I think about it, it's on my mind all the time. I just need to like, let me just
yeah
let me put it out.
Is that called, is that thinking with like your left brain? Is that like the creative side? Do you know
I
off the
think
top?
it's the left, or maybe it's the right brain.
It's the right brain.
Something like that. I know that it flips.
We're gonna Google.
Right,
thank goodness for Google, right?
Right, the Google machine.
Talk about your shirt though that you're wearing.
Yeah, so this one here, this one is in collaboration with a local artist in the Twin Cities. Shout out AJ Outlaw, that guy. And so this is a nice big part of like, so for the older market, right? If you're not just a kid in class wanting to color on these things, right?
For
This is
sure.
something where like, let's say that there's your favorite artist that's out and about, right? Like my boy AJ. So he put his design of a bus on the back of this sweater. Here, let's give the people a nice
Yes,
spin. Boom.
I love it.
Show it in. So for me, it was something I'm like, as somebody who's been out and about painting all my life, I've always wanted to paint on bus. So this is the closest way that I got to be able to do that and just have some fun with it. And then you can see that there's like writing all over me from just being out and about and getting other people to like show their love. And like I tell them to just leave a note for somebody else to read while I'm walking around.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to just like build that community, you know, have everybody come together off of whether they like really like AJ or let's say it's like a famous like Banksy or Basquiat or something, you know what I mean? And it's something that you just like really resonate with. You get to be a part of the art with the artist.
Yeah.
By coloring it in, you know, you get to really just like interact with it in a way you never really have before.
Yeah.
And you get to wear it and show it off because you know it's
absolutely.
a cool piece of merch that you made yourself.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And I can see it being a conversation starter too.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, I did look up the left brain, right brain thing. Okay, I was team left brain. I think you were thinking right brain. It says the left side is associated with language and logic. The right side is associated with creativity and spatial awareness.
Oh,
so you were right, my friend.
Okay,
Yes, it's right side. So we all learned something today.
Yeah. I only remember because it's like I knew there was something opposites. It's like some weird opposites thing.
Okay.
So it's like if you're because I'm left-handed.
Okay.
Yep. So it's kind of like that, like more divergent kind of ideas and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. That's how I was taught. Is just like if you're left-handed, you're right brain, right-handed, left brain kind of thing, or however that correlates. I don't know. Science is beyond me.
You're into art. You're into art.
Right. I'm an artist. Don't worry.
So let me ask you, in terms of like cost, like what does something like this run? And I know you can find it on the website. What's the name of the website, by the way?
TheWearableColoringBook.com.
Okay. And what does something like this run if folks wanted to purchase something like this?
Yeah, no, like $30.
$30?
The shirts are about $30. The sweaters, $60. Kind of standard clothing prices.
Okay.
You know.
Does that include the cost of like the personalization, like of, you know, like the artist's name, or in this case the dinosaurs, or this had like the transformer on it, like?
Yeah. Yep. So a lot of them already have these like pre-designs on them. So like AJ, he already drew this bus up, so it's something like we had in collaboration with him. And so yeah, that design is, you know, you get to choose your design, whatever one that you like that he's done.
Yeah.
Or if we're like partnering with a business, say, then we can come up with our own custom design that we would want to put on each sweater for, you know, whether they're selling it for their customers or if they're doing like an in-house event and they just want to have, you know, their team kitted out in their fun little thing, or, you know, for their volunteers and whatnot, you know, the people, participants. So we can kind of do anything. And that's the fun thing about having our studio right here is we have our own full print shop in-house. So being able to like quite literally create anything that we can dream of.
Yeah. So you just need to be sent like probably the artwork via like, you know, like was really a PNG file or something like that?
PNG, JPEG, I'll be able to vectorize it all. We have our own team in-house to be able to do all that. So
I love that.
Yeah, like I just like to have fun, you know, like if we're going to be working together, like let's kind of get our creativity out, you know.
Yeah.
All of this is about just having that inner child run around. So when we're designing it, let's have some fun.
I mean, I've already connected you with a couple of people, so I like now, like learning more about the business. I know for certain I'll be connecting with people in the future because that's a really fun idea. I think for like a team building activity or just maybe a girls' night or whatever, right?
Exactly.
So it can go in a lot of different directions. Schools, we got to get a school contact because you definitely need to be in schools for sure. Like I'm telling you, that's the way to go. That idea is gold right now. So yes,
much love.
I have a question for you here. I'm curious what got you into the art space. I know you said you're left-handed and all of that, and you think more with the right brain. As we just discovered, right brain is more creative or whatnot. But like, what made you think I want to start a business around that? Wait, don't answer that. Why isn't he answering that? Because I always leave with a cliffhanger. If you've enjoyed this episode, you can tune in just a few days when this episode will be edited and uploaded to my YouTube channel, Open Book with Nyia Harris, when you can view this episode in its entirety. But I want to thank you so much for listening right now. I want you to have a great day. And I also want to tee up my guest for next week, by the way, too, which is Woodland Desir of Desir Holistic Therapy. She's got all sorts of alternative methods of healing, and you don't want to miss that conversation. So again, I thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. All right, we are back in podcast mode. My guest in studio with me, Esteban Castillo. We are chatting about art. Do you remember the cliffhanger question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the cliffhanger question?
Yeah, what got me into art and what made me want to start Colores?
Talk about it.
Yeah. So what got me into art? Like I said, I was just been an artist as long as I can imagine, like as long as I can remember. Is just, I've always been breaking breaking something down, building it into something new, or just like putting my own image on something. I was like, oh, this it's a blank wall. This is too boring. Let me, let me add my sauce and flavor to it. But like, it really helped to be around so much art and to be around so many different free thinkers and creatives in their own right. So like growing up, I got to see a lot of like custom cars be made and like having these cool like free-handed airbrush all on the side of lowriders and things like that. And it's like, and then going into like the tattooing side of things, everybody's fully tatted in my family. Damn near like everybody got a bunch of tattoos. Like a lot of people do give tattoos and things like that. So like kind of watching that around. I kind of got tattoos when I was a little way too young.
Okay.
So it was like
you don't regret them, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody else. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Like how old would you say?
How old was I?
Yeah.
I had to have been like 14.
So like that. 8th grade, 9th grade?
Yeah. No. Is that 9th grade?
Yeah, my daughter's 13 and she's about to turn 14. And she's in 8th grade.
So yeah, about the 8th grade makes sense then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like 14, 15, or 13, 14, something like that. I was like, I was fresh out of middle school. I know that. I was like, we were all just kids. It was not great. But yeah, being around that, and then my uncle, growing up, he's always been in the prison system. So for whenever I was able to see him, we would just like every weekend go into the visiting rooms, and he would like have paintings sent home, and he would talk about it, and he'd be like, okay, did you see what I just sent home? Like, did you see what we were doing? And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I always wanted to like one up him a little bit, and like show
a little
him
friendly rivalry there, right?
It's like, and that kind of just translated into everything we do. We were able to teach each other so many different things, and like I'm so happy now. I mean, he's got out October of 2025, so he's been out and about now, running around, understanding the real world. It's so crazy also of like when he went in, there was no tech. He was like completely out of,
well, you said 20 years, right?
Yeah, so it's like in the tech age now, helping him go about things it's wild. Yeah, we kind of think of it like Captain America when he came out of the Ice Age. And he's trying to figure out the world again.
Yes.
Like, whoa.
I mean, it's like a whole new world, like you said. Yeah.
No, most definitely. But yeah, so just like artists around me, creatives around me, always that were like, that was poured into me. They always like, oh, I'd love to show me another one, love me. You know what I mean? Like kind of those little things where it's like, okay, bring another piece around. Like, cool. So it's like, I always wanted to just show them the next cool thing that I had going on. Yeah.
Well, you were talking a little bit during the break about like free thinking, like kind of controlling your dreams, as you mentioned. Talk about that. Yeah, because there's a connection there.
Yeah, no. So like I said, my uncle was inside. So for us, what we wanted to do was we taught ourselves and each other just how to go lucid, how to astral project, and how are we like, for us, it was one of those things where our physical presence and bodies were separated for what seemed like indefinitely, you know? And so for us, we wanted to still be able to connect spiritually and have some way that like our souls could still be able to talk and blend, and like, how do we bring that about? And that was something that was like, as like you said, just like being a free thinker, that was something that really helped me understand that, and being able to control my dreams and go lucid and like have these like astral projection experiences where it's like there's so much more in this world that is like unexplained that we couldn't ever put to words, that I don't think that our brains are big enough to compute. I think that there's just, we call it magic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we call it a higher power. It's something that's bigger than us.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you, it's in that same vein. When you said there's so much more to this world like that, that's unexplained, right? And we call it magic, right? Like, when you think ghosts, when you think spirits, like, I'm curious, like, your thoughts on that, right? Because there's so many people who believe that that exists, right? And when I heard you saying like another plane, right? Like that's what it made me think of. So I'm curious.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to like connect the dots there, but
you got the red thread out right now.
You need that bulletin board with like the string. But I'm curious, like, what do you think? Like, do you believe in that? Do you believe that there's
most definitely of I got a lot of, so I'm the first in my family born in the US. I think I might have said
you mentioned
that before.
That, yeah.
Yep. So like my family in Mexico, they're deep into that. They're real, like, brujeria is like, they're real, they know what's going on. You know what I mean? They can talk, they can communicate, they like
with
they
the
feel the energy. And like, so that's where, to me, I think that there's like my brain might just be a little too small for this, but I think that there's like, it's just an energy, you know what I mean? And they're able to connect into that higher energy that's inevitably present. I mean, like, we have these TVs and stuff that are radiating this different type of energy frequencies that we can't feel right now,
right?
But they're there,
right?
You know what I mean? And so I kind of think of it in that aspect of like, they're just able to tune into that channel that most of us just aren't able to really access on a day-to-day. Some of us slip into it, and some of us do have those like deja vu or coincidence moments, or these different I
just said that yesterday.
Oh, really? See, boom, you slipped into it. You caught a little bit of that energy. It's just floating. I can't remember what exactly who the smart person is that said this, but there's this idea that ideas aren't created. You don't like come up with an idea. You're just catching it. There's already a wave length out there. There's already something that's needing to be pushed. You're just catching that one little signal that's giving you that idea. It's like, okay, this is what the world needs now. This is what I need to do.
That's fascinating.
Yep. You're just tapping in real quick for a second. Boom, you're feeling that energy.
So what if you were tapped in all the time? What do you think would happen? Based on that logic, right?
I think we would have to ask some Buddhist monks. They really, I feel like they got the, there's people that have tapped into it, that they do know exactly how to and do that and stuff like that. For me, I just like to be aware. For me, it's always about mindfulness. It's like with emotions as well. It's like, especially in America, we like to say that like, oh, I'm angry, I'm happy, I'm sad. Like, you're not. You're actually not. That you're feeling sad right now. It's just one of these present moments that you just need to recognize it, understand it, and move on from it. You know what I mean? Let it be. You don't become this thing that is just this energy, right? Yeah. You're just feeling this energy. You're just catching it real quick. Yeah. Letting it go.
Esteban. Oh my gosh. Okay, like we just went real deep too for a second. Yeah.
Bring it back to
that's good. We can stay there too. Because I'm fascinated by that kind of thing, What about like the idea of like mediums, right? Like a psychic medium? Like I feel like there's a tie-in there, right? Because they're connecting with ancestors or loved ones or whatnot, right? In a different plane. I think there's some I don't know, I don't know. Like, I think that there's a possibility that there are people who are tapped in. Do I think everybody is? No. But I think that there are some people who are probably tapped in, like you said. So,
yeah, no, for surely. And I think that there's some people that are more tapped in than they can think or than they would expect.
Yeah.
You know, we've all gone through losses, right?
Sure.
We've all got these guardian angels that look over us. And I really do feel like they are always kind of there looking over for you. You know what I mean? Some people are like, what's a good way to put it? Still utilizing their talents to help you to this day. You know what I mean? I had this one experience where I was going lucid, and I was in my dream. I flew up and talked to the moon, and I just kind of had like a DreamWorks kind of moment where it was just like sitting on a crescent moon, just
fishing.
Yeah, just talking.
Yeah.
But it was something that I needed to like. I felt like I was talking to my like subconscious, and I just needed to like work through something at that moment, and I was just like, I needed help. I needed to talk to someone. I needed something. And so I went to that spirit, and I was just like talking to the moon for a little bit, and I felt like I was talking to myself, like really resolving what I needed to get through, and like giving myself a new perspective, right? And like, I don't know, in my head I was talking to myself. To others, I might have been talking to another ancestor that was like already there, like with this knowledge, or maybe it's fallen like a guardian angel that's like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's work it out. In Native culture, the moon is the grandmother spirit. It's like maybe I was talking to the grandma spirit that like really did need to like, I felt like I needed that, you know, warm hug that grandma loved. That
For
like
sure.
I needed to just like, know that everything's gonna be okay.
I love that. There's a lot of comfort in that, especially now with just like everything happening in our world, right? Like there's some comfort there in what you said. And yeah, I love that idea of the moon being a grandmother.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. We could talk all day about that, I think. Like that's its own rabbit hole, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's pivot back to the business then. Okay. So what would you say is your business, Colores? What is your biggest need right now? Because all small businesses need something. What's your biggest need right now?
Our biggest need is for people to partner with, for people to work with. Like you said, just like for us is just connecting with every school that would want to be able to bring in this new type of learning, you know, that Montessori approach a little bit. But also businesses that want to have this like personal gathering and like interact and engage with their audience in a new way, in a fun way, you know, being able to be that like lighthearted spirit that we all need to smile, you know, these days, especially these days.
Yes, absolutely.
So for us, it's really it. And any artists that want to be able to work with us and have their work put up on a wearable coloring book, please let us know.
Yes. Okay, I love that. Would you say that you are looking more towards like corporate partnerships or other small businesses, or just anything in between? Or
I would say across the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Across the board. Yeah. If there's any like corporate gifting opportunities that, you know, is coming about, is that they really want to focus in on throughout this year, we're always here as a gifting route. If there's like I said, businesses that are just wanting to have like either just a little in-house event, or if they're wanting to have something to make as merch for their business to be able to bring in some revenue and just engage with their audiences. We're always here.
Yeah. I'm getting quiet because I'm thinking. That's what happens when I'm thinking. I'm like,
I can see the gears turning.
Yes. I'm like, who can I connect him with? No, when you said corporate gifting, I was like, oh yeah, that's like a slam dunk for you. So, just got to get you in front of the right person. So, okay. Well, I want to know more about you and your world here. Now that you've told me your need for your business, how many folks are over there at the Colores? Your staff? Do you have a staff?
We got 4 of us.
4 of you?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 of us. We got our videographer. We have myself. So Lando for our videographer. Shout out Lando Cam. Gotta love him. And grab some work with him if you ever need anything. He's mainly with the like VHS cam, like the whole like old handy cams kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgic feeling. It's
Okay.
amazing. I love his work. And then we have Gabby. She's our operations. She's the one responding to people as well on the socials and stuff like that, really being that outreach for us. Then we have Talia. She's our designer. She's the one who's good with the illustrator and things like that, being that digital work. And then, yeah, there's me.
Yeah.
I
And
just
there's
kind
you.
of run everything else.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything
Oversee
runs smoothly.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure the ship doesn't sink.
There you go. Make sure the ship doesn't sink. It's not going to sink.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
It won't. No, it won't, because I'm making sure of it.
Yes. Yes. Point to all the cameras. Yes. I'm curious about, let me ask you this, because entrepreneurship is it can be kind of a lonely road sometimes, right?
Oh,
Entrepreneurship. Yeah. And what are you doing in the ways of networking? Like, are you networking, or how are you actively getting your name out there, your business's name out there?
Yes. Networking for us is actually like, it's really fun because for us, this is something really interactive and like a new fun experience. So we really like to just like, if we can find an event, we'll come by, crash it, we'll have fresh merch on, and then we'll walk around with our markers in our pockets and just talk to people like, hey, you guys want to come sign this sweater? You guys want to see the shirt? And like, after we do that to about 4 or 5 people, there's already a crowd formed around us at this point, and like, oh, can I sign that now? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like always, it's fun to just maybe we're like little house parties and stuff like that. We'll always kind of just run around, take over. You'll see us. Twin City Startup Week. That's a huge networking event for any businesses. In honestly the like Midwest, I would say, just like if you can be at Startup Week, be there. Shout out to Beta.
Okay. Any events that you have planned personally coming up?
Not necessarily. What we do want to do is some like sip and paint kind of coloring events. Yep. So
I know who I want to connect you with. Yes.
Yeah, so we have some things that we're kind of like in talks with, so nothing concrete that I want to put out into the world yet.
Yeah.
But look for something between us and the Residency. Shout out to the Residency, Minneapolis. They're another artist collective. Some amazing cats and artists out there. They're working with schools as well.
Okay.
They're awesome. And then if there's anybody else that wants to do some sip and paint stuff with us,
I already know who I'm going to connect you with. Yes. That was like the magic keyword I needed. It's like, okay. And you would guide it, right?
Yep.
Yep. I know exactly who I'm going to connect you with. And they're on this side of town.
Oh, there we go. I love that. I like that.
I know you said you'd cross the river, but I'm just saying. No,
if I can stay home, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to stay on this
You got to get out and be amongst the people. Yes. I'm going to, you know what? And I'm also going to share a networking event with you too. So I'm gonna connect you as much as possible. Let's see. I want to know what else about you here. You talk a little bit about your background. So you mentioned, or you alluded to, first one in your family born in the U.S. And your family is from where?
My mom's from Colombia. My dad's from Mexico.
Okay. And your words, not mine. You said spicy.
Yeah.
Is that in personality or food or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both for sure.
Okay.
Both for sure.
Okay.
Like, we're well devoted. Let's say that.
Okay.
I do. If I got my mind to something, that's all it is. I'm focused. I'm obsessed.
That's what you're passionate about.
Yep. Yeah. It's there, and like not much can get me off that track. So that's kind of where the fiercey little spiciness comes from a little bit. It kind of shows out a lot in that of I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe
nose
you.
turn to maybes. Okay. Yeah.
Nose turn to maybes.
Nose turn to maybes.
Okay.
And maybes turn to yeses.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yes.
When's the last time you were really like passionate about something?
Really passionate about something.
Yeah.
The last art project that I just made.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's something that like I personally, like you said, the entrepreneurship life is a little lonely, right?
Yeah.
And like I just recently went through a breakup, so it was like extra lonely a little bit. You know, like let me just like, all right, cool. Let me just lock myself in this studio and just like only focus on this. So for me, it was kind of like one of those like. Sounds
like art therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a piece that I needed to make.
Yeah.
That I really was like, helped me kind of release a little bit. You know, once I was done with that piece, I feel like I kind of let my feelings out on that one. And I feel like that was what I needed to do. If I didn't get that piece done, I don't know if I like would have been able to let those feelings go. You know what I mean? Or like,
where does that piece live today?
The piece lives at the house. Actually, I just brought it home to put some sealant on it, some coat, little top coat. It's gonna end up on a friend's back. He wanted to buy. I've been sitting on it. I started it. It's been sitting on it for a few months, and I was just like, but I needed to finish it.
Okay.
I'm happy that I did.
So your friend wants it as a tattoo now?
No, he wants it. So it's a jacket that I drew. I painted all over a jacket, and so he wants it. He's gonna
buy it from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you feel about that? About your art literally being on display? Because
I love it. I love it, and I love the fact that he loves it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he loves it. It's not a bad piece. It's just not my favorite. It just, for me, it was something that like, it was more healing. I just needed it. I just needed to do it.
So you just need to get it out.
Yeah. Yep. So it was like less of like, oh, I'm coming in with like this technical aspect, or like I know that I want to make these like really crisp lines or anything. You know what I mean? Like kind of add that intentionality to it. It really like was a different intention. You know, it had that different layer of intentionality. So I was happy that he was just able to like see through that and like just see the emotion in the piece. You know what I mean?
It spoke to him.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And he knew, like, it's my best friend, so he knows what I'm going through. You know what I mean? So he's like, he knew where I was coming from with that piece, what it means, and like how it translates to the world itself. Maybe I can show you. I
was gonna say, will you send it to me?
Yes. Oh, for surely. I call it Cuddle Bones.
Cuddle Bones.
Yep. I call it Cuddle Bones. So here you go.
Wow.
And then it's supposed to symbolize like somebody hugging you from behind, right? They're just getting that last little warming hug, like maybe if you're cooking and you know what I mean, you just get a little kiss from so like for
I
me,
really like that.
Thank you. It was something that, you know, I missed that.
And the jacket's pretty snazzy too.
You liked it? Thank you. Yeah, that's a fun one. It's a fun one. But yeah, no, it's just like I missed that warmth, that little cuddle. So made Cuddle Bones.
Oh, I didn't mean to take it there. I didn't know
right.
about the breakup. Esteban.
Listen, we're good. We're okay. We're smiling.
You can find Esteban's Instagram handle at. I love that. Well, then they say art is up to your own interpretation, right? So it spoke to it spoke to your best friend, and he wanted to get that from you. So that's wonderful. And it's great that you could get it out, release it, and now onto other things. So I asked a little bit earlier, do you have any events coming up? I'm sorry, what was your answer to that? Do you have any events?
Sip and Paints.
Oh, Sip and Paints.
Yep.
But you personally had, like, do you have an event like on the calendar that's like scheduled? No? Okay.
Nothing scheduled for this year. Okay. Personally, we're going to have an art show. I want to have an art show at some point here, probably in the next, I would say, like 3-4 months. Okay. We're kind of just like slowly building up to that, you know, really just like making all the pieces and stuff like that.
Will this be just for you then, or others will participate? No,
so me and another friend of mine, Talia, she is an amazing artist. She runs Sout. So it's like, I'll show you some of her little characters. Okay. If you keep your eyes out, you'll see them all over the city. Okay. She's got them everywhere. Okay. Okay. But I love her work. She does like these little cartoon characters kind of guys. They're super cute. Okay. And so we've done art shows together. And so we like to, that's my little Lilia. So every time we do our show, we do it together.
I love that. That. And any particular venue you'll be at, or you don't know yet?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay, then see Noodles.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Noodles.
I'm noodling. I'm looking for event space for you, and I know a few people. So
much love.
I told you I'm a connector. So yeah. However I can help.
Well.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Obviously, 2026 has just begun. You know, we're here in the Twin Cities in St. Paul, and I don't want to get too negative or too political, but I want to say we're off to a little bit of a rocky start.
A wild one.
Yes.
A wild one.
But as they say, it is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So
I like that.
So
I love that. Yep.
Thank you. Not mine, but I say it all the time. And I'm curious, how are you choosing to react to what is happening in our world right now? And follow up to that is, what are you looking forward to in 2026?
I like that.
They might be correlated. So.
Yeah, no, they kind of are. It's how I'm reacting is staying strong to my community and in my community, right? Like, this is something that's happening nationwide, but also like being in the Twin Cities, we've been the epicenter of it since 2020. You know what I mean? Like we're no stranger to this anymore, right? And like, it's kind of sad to say, but also it's bred strength in us as a community. You know what I mean? As Minneapolis and St. Paul, as Minnesota as a whole, right? Like, we're standing strong and we're not going anywhere, and we're not gonna let anybody push us over, right? And so for me, it's one of those big things of there might be a top-down approach where from the feds they're trying to take us down, right? And there's all of this political outrest and things like that. But what I do know is that my neighbors are going to take care of me, and I'm going to take care of my neighbors, right? And I have my community, right? And like, that's where for me is like, I just want to stand strong in just being with my peoples, right? If I know that we can, in our little 6-block radius, take care of each other, right? We're good for it. And it doesn't matter if all of the world goes around and tries to do anything crazy to us, because we're gonna go down with a fight, right? Like, we're gonna be the ones to hold each other's backs.
It reinforces community.
Exactly. So yeah, as a big picture, I know it's all kind of going crazy, but small town, little world thing, right? Small world, I know that me and mine are fine. And that we're taking care of each other, and we're still dropping food off to each other, and we're still bringing resources that we need to. So I'm just happy on that part. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's like
wonderful.
How
that's
I'm
a good
reacting outlook. Is just staying strong with my peoples.
Okay.
Stay with the family.
All right, and then the follow up.
What I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
What I'm really looking forward to is seeing some change. Okay. I think that, like I said, we're no stranger to having this unrest in the cities, and I think that we're not gonna let it happen again. And something's gonna shake this year. I think that's gonna happen.
I appreciate your outlook and your mindset. And with that said, it's time. Can you believe it?
I know.
Did it go too fast?
Way too fast. Like, I didn't get to ask you any questions.
Well, next time on Open Book with Esteban Castillo. Yes.
There we go. Right.
I thank you so much for being my guest today.
Course.
You were delightful. You have been listening to, watching, being a part of Open Book with Nyia Harris. It has been my absolute pleasure to interview my guest today, Esteban Castillo of Colores. Make sure you check out, please say the website again.
TheWearableColoringBook.com.
TheWearableColoringBook.com, and check out all of his great merch that he has, and support small business. Big businesses get enough business, but we need to support small businesses, and that's how our local economy grows. But I want to also tee up my guest for next week, Woodland Desir of Desir Holistic Therapy. She's fantastic, and she's got all sorts of alternative methods to make your body feel great. So tune into her. And I just thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of this platform. Thank you, Power 104.7. Thank you to my podcast editor, Nate. Thank you to everybody who listens and shares. And I'm so appreciative. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much.